Oh, hi there. Good afternoon. Actually, I'm not sure I recognize you. Are you new here? Well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Micah, and let me be the first person to sincerely welcome you to Summer Party. You know what? I'm going to be your guide through a short video tutorial about this shindig and all of the wonderful things that happen here every year. So, I know we just met, but would you be interested in coming along with me? Good. I had hoped you'd say that. Summer Party is our annual celebration of togetherness, family, laughter, and a little friendly competition as well. There's food, fun, and excitement for all comers, from the very young to the very old. Everyone is so kind and easygoing here. In fact, the relationships you make today could last you an entire lifetime, or at least until the end of the party. Either way is good. But there I go getting ahead of myself. I can't tell you what Summer Party is without first telling you what Summer Party was. So let's take a moment and look at a brief history of the Summer Party. The original Summer Party dates all the way back to 2001 AD. It was a simpler time, so let's strike the proper tone here. It was August 11th, 2001, in the year of our Lord, that is to say, Moby, and Amy and Mark Tippett decided to have a housewarming party. They also tacked on a birthday celebration for Mark, no doubt to score a few more presents from the locals. The family invited a swarm of cranks, rooters, birds, and bugs over to their home for an afternoon of fun, food, and, since Prohibition had just recently been repealed, a good stiff drink or two. Although, in 2001, most of the partygoers were barely of legal drinking age. The party was a rousing success, so they continued the tradition the following August in 2002 with the first celebration officially called the Summer Party. However, these parties were sparsely attended, and Mark felt he wasn't getting enough attention for his birthday. To combat this, the family moved the event from back-to-school August to middle of summer July to con more people into using their hard-earned vacation time to visit Lincoln, Illinois, and the strategy worked. Attendance blossomed in the coming years from a couple dozen to a couple and a half dozen, and Mark's ego was thoroughly satisfied. These days, the party has become the crown jewel of the tiny town, and people come from miles around to get on down. And regardless of whether you're a seasoned veteran of the event or a plucky young newcomer, this wonderful family will always make a place for you at the summer party. If you've been looking for a place to belong, this is that place. Believe you me, by the end of every celebration, we're all coming together to enjoy a sweet, sweet taste of that Tippett Kool-Aid. This is not a cult. Now make no mistake about it, there is a lot going on at Summer Party. And if you're new here, you may not be sure about where to go or what to do with your time. So here's a handy layout of the grounds and what generally happens in which areas. Okay, this here is an overhead view of the entire Summer Party area, so let's break down some of the places you can go and spend your time. This here is clearly the house, which is for snacks, summer beer, toys for the kids, and it's also a place to beat the heat for a while. Here we have the swimming pool, where at least 92% of the party's swimming takes place. These are the beanbag courts, both in the back and front lawn. This is the game that separates the men from the boys, the women from the girls, and the possibly athletic from the heavily inebriated. This here is Cool People Corner. These are the outdoor sofas where all the popular people gather, and where I assume the party's hosts retreat to talk negatively about patrons just out of earshot. Here in this corner is the porta potty, which is only for number ones. No number twos are allowed in the porta potty under any circumstance. To do so is considered treason and is punishable by excommunication. The awkward corner. This is the gate door where you open it and then bump into that person that you really, really love, but because you only see them once a year and are painfully socially awkward, you actually manage to forget one of their kids' names. Sorry, Colleen. And finally, this is the garage, where dinner is served at the midpoint of the beanbag tournament. Because it's the middle of July, sometimes the weather can be a bit of a challenge. We all have to know how to keep cool during these hot summer months. So, to speak on this, we're going to go live to our Skype studio with April Tippett at the Skype Weather Desk, sponsored by Skype.
Good afternoon, I'm April Tippett, Summer Party's videographer, future host, and for the purpose of this video, weather expert. Every year, a large number of sunburns is to be directly attributed to exposure to the sun. We want all of our guests to have a safe and enjoyable summer party. So here are a few tips to beat the heat. Number 1, protect yourself at all times from the sun. Make sure that you wear sunblock and reapply it regularly. Number 2, if possible, limit your exposure to the sun. We know it might seem like the sun is everywhere, but you may be able to escape into the house or in a darkened corner for a while, where it can't see or harm you. Number 3, never stare directly at the sun. Doing so could cause major problems for years, the effects of which may be irreversible. Take care of yourself out there, and we hope you enjoy your stay.
There is one event at every summer party that people definitely show up for. They practice all year round in preparation for it. It's the event that gets people the most excited, the most competitive, and, in some cases, the most jaded. But unfortunately, the Nickelback karaoke contest has been canceled this year. So all we have to fall back on is the beanbag tournament. It's the game that's been known as many things throughout the United States. Sack toss, bean sack, bags, cornhole, maze hole, parlor quoits, faba baga, Final Fantasy VI, soccer, and bago. But here in Lincoln, we just call it the beanbag tournament. With 2 players per team, you and a randomly drawn friend may end up being the talk of the town if you can pull off a victory. In this backyard game, similar to horseshoes, each player is trying to toss their beanbags into a small hole on a wooden box. 3 points for a successful throw, and 1 point for each bag that lands on and stays on the box. Teams are chosen at 3:45, and from then on, it's a raucous and exciting tournament that doesn't end until the last bag is thrown sometime near twilight. Champions will receive trophies and have their names immortalized on the boards, and any player who throws all 4 bags into the hole gets to ring a bell, is awarded a patch, and gets to demand more than their fair share of attention. No, I'm not jealous at all. Why would you ask that? But no matter how you play, this game is a great icebreaker and goes a long way toward meeting new and interesting people that you may not have otherwise met. Indeed, every activity at Summer Party is ergonomically designed to promote togetherness and friendship amongst all in attendance. Howie is one of our test subjects, friends, who is a phenomenal guy. He's very kind, and he's very sweet and all that jazz. But we do have some concerns about Howie when he reaches what we like to call the point of no return. It's the point when Howie reaches peak levels of happiness, and he's off in his own world.
See that? That was amazing! You're gonna love it. And then when it happened, we're all an hour before. Where's the cup? Greg's like, I don't know what the cup is. And we're all like, how did this happen? He's not gonna let anybody beat him by a lot or lose him by a lot. He's gonna keep you right there where he wants you. I love it. That's what I love. And oh my God. Rock, what a great job. She did a great job. She stepped up and won. She won that. That's what I love about it.
We're not saying anything negative about the guy. In fact, we love the man, very much so. But we do need you to be aware. If you encounter Howie at this or any other summer party, and he's talking excessively about the beanbag tournament, overusing the word beautiful, or discussing what he likes to call summer party magic, we strongly suggest that you smile and nod politely until you can find a safe escape route. Keep in mind, Howie is not dangerous. Like a feral chipmunk, he's more afraid of you than you are of him. For some tips on how to handle these situations, let's go back to the Skype studios and April Tippett.
Number 1, protect yourself at all times from
Howie.
Number 2, if possible, limit your exposure to
Howie.
We know it might seem like
Howie.
it's everywhere, but you may be able to escape into the house or in a darkened corner for a while, where it can't see or harm you. Number 3, never stare directly at
Howie.
Doing so could cause major problems for years, the effects of which may be irreversible. Take care of yourself out there, and we hope you enjoy your stay.
So there it is, Summer Party in a nutshell. It's a beautiful celebration and a comfortable place for free-range humans to graze and play. I hope I haven't taken up too much of your time today, but if I have, feel free to completely ignore me at the party, as most types of human interaction legitimately terrify me. All jokes aside, all of us here hope you have a wonderful day today. Amy, Mark, April, Hope, Mike, Verge, and their extended family have put a ton of work into the day's events, and I think it shows more and more every year. So thank you to them, and thank you for making Summer Party your vacation destination. I have been Micah Easter, and I still will be after this. Take care.